Hey guys, MA Fish Guy here doing a video on the Rummynose Tetra. These guys are really cool, really neat. They add a lot of color to the tank, which is nice. You want to keep them in groups, usually 5 or more. They run roughly about $1.70 to $2 in the US. Depending on where you are, it might be a little bit more, a little bit less. Also depends on the breeders that you have in your area. If there's an abundance of them, then it's going to be a lot cheaper. Or if you don't and they're shipping them in, you're probably going to spend around $2. But with these guys, they're relatively easy to care for. Usually about a 10 to 20 gallon tank or bigger is fine. They will readily breed in the aquarium. When it comes to sexing them, it's a little bit more difficult. It's pretty much like any Tetra. You look for plumpness in the female and torpedo-like shapement for the boys. There's really not a whole lot of color differential that I know of that you can spot. They all pretty much look the same, which is kind of nice, because if you just don't want to breed them, you want a nice aquarium community fish that kind of swims around the aquarium, these are great and they're cheap and they're real hardy. Temperature for water, you want roughly about 75 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Alkalinity, pH, that really doesn't matter with these guys. Like I said, they're pretty hardy. They are a good beginner fish. If you're looking to cycle out a tank or anything like that, you can start with these guys. You can put these guys with neon tetras, serpes, white skirts, gold barbs, Australian rainbows, pretty much any of the guys you see back here. You can put them with those, or you can keep them by themselves. Their diet is really not all that strict. They really eat pretty much anything: flake food, brine shrimp, bloodworms, frozen, freeze-dried, pretty much anything. They're going to take it. But if you are looking to breed these guys, keep them in a school about 6 to 8. That kind of do like a big group breeding, or even 2 of them will pair off. But if you want to do it, you want to set up a separate breeding tank, usually about 3 layers thick of marbles on the bottom. That way the eggs kind of fall through. Usually within like the first hours of the morning when the sun rises, and they get the sun coming through the window or something like that. Or you can put them on a lighting pattern. I'll probably be doing a video on that a little later on a lot of different species that you can get to breed just based on the lighting and timing that right. So it's kind of interesting. But anyways, back to these guys. Once they breed, you do want to take the parents out, because they are going to eat the young, eat the eggs, everything like that. The fry usually hatch, I believe it's within 3 to 4 days, and you can start feeding them baby brine shrimp, crushed flake food. You can do a yolk mixture for egg yolk, but I usually just take the brine shrimp and flake food, crush it up with a rolling pin, a Ziploc bag, and into a fine powder, and it's perfect. They gobble it right up. Do water changes at least twice a day. Or at least every other day, at least, if you can do them twice a day, and that way you're going to get the optimum growth out of these guys. So with these guys, they're really not all that picky for any of their tank conditions. Like I said, usually a 10 gallon and above is fine. 77 to 78 roughly for the temperature. If you do want to breed them and you are having problems, you can make the water a little bit more acidic, and that is told to help breed them. So if you want to check that out, go for it. If you have any comments, anything like that, any videos you want me to do, if you've had luck breeding these guys, shoot a comment below and techniques that you use to use them. Everybody loves to watch these and read the comments on different procedures and everything like that people use to breed these guys. So check out the rest of my channel, mafishguy.com. Check out my store. I appreciate it. Thank you all subscribers. We're going near 500,000 views on this channel, so let's go for it. Thanks.